Hello everyone, my name is and I'm a third year student majoring in two foreign languages at SU University. In this video, I'm going to reflect on my overall course performance in teaching English to young learners course and share the ups, downs, and key takeaways that shaped my own experience. This semester has been a journey of continuous learning and self-improvement. One of my key achievements was successfully presenting my own class, and with every lesson, I discovered new concepts and built a solid foundation in TEYL. I learned not only from my own experiences but also by observing my peers and reflect on my past pedagogy and education practical classes. This experience helped me design engaging and interactive lesson plans. At first, I started to differentiate between various teaching methods. However, as I learned deeper, my understanding became clearer. For example, I learned that audio listening focus on high information, through repetition and drills, while total physical response (TPR) emphasized learning through physical movement. The silent way encourages learner autonomy by minimizing teacher talk and using visual aids. Whereas community language learning fosters language acquisition through group-based conflict techniques, communicative language teaching promotes spontaneous communication by prioritizing meaningful interaction over strict grammatical rules. Nature approach emphasizes comprehension and reduce learning anxiety, and project-based learning, or PBL, develops language through hands-on projects. And TBLT, task-based language teaching, focus on teaching the language through meaningful tasks to promote fluency. Learning is not about methods, it's also about motivation. As Gardner 1985 stated, effort plus desire by favorite actors towards learning the language build motivation in language learning. This quote deeply resonates with my learning journey as I constantly strive to develop despite the changes I face. I engage in various activities to include mock lessons, demo lessons, discussions, and group work. I sometimes hesitated to actively participate due to my introverted nature. I made sure to take detailed notes, observe my peers, and incorporate their insights into my own teaching approach. As Sultan Captain 2025 said, smart people learn from their own mistakes, and wise people learn from others' mistakes. Observing others helped me improve my teaching techniques. And I also realized that even as an introvert, when I start teaching and see the spark of curiosity in students' eyes, my extrovert side emerges. And I think that's what keeps me motivated to learn to become a good teacher. I think one of my successes was delivering my own lessons. I began to gain a weekly events, creating and defining rivers of my lesson plan, and asking feedback from my peers to ensure that it was engaging and well structured. Taking into account that classrooms don't always have projectors, I decided to use analog teaching methods, and instead of using technology, I used toys, drawings, and printed puzzles to make students more engaged in the language, in learning the language. And regarding my midterm performance, I faced some challenges with true-false questions, multiple choice questions, and particularly with chain activities. However, I like to learn that chain activities involves a sequence of tasks to engage students into the learning process. When teaching young learners, it's crucial to use activities to their age, proficiency level, and developmental stage. Some effective strategies that I found include in writing include in teaching writing, I teach alphabets through tracing, connecting those, and copying. And in mock lessons and tutoring, I implement control activities like matching exercise and puzzles. Similarly, when I first started learning Chinese, I also used tracing and copying to master the correct formation of characters, and in teaching vocabulary, I introduced words through real objects, vowels, and drawings instead of direct translation. In teaching grammar, I teach structures natural from objects and forensic exercise. In teaching listening, I use Bruno's scaffolding theory to support students before independent work, and I use TPR songs, body percussion, and silent says in my teaching classes. Also, I realized that I often use the knowledge of TEYL as top-down top-down, which is context-based strategies, and bottom-up, which is phonetic distinctions in learning Chinese language. For example, in this example, differentiating two hieroglyphs, we can use these methods. For example, the first hieroglyph, it has the high and steady tone, which is ma, which means mother. And in the second hieroglyph, it has rising and falling tone. It has ma, which means horse. And here is how we use the knowledge of TEYL in learning as languages too. Additionally, I applied those methods in my tutor classes. To include first preparation, it means introducing new words to text and to students. Second is preparation, which is listening twice and taking notes and some constructions. It means rewriting the text in groups or in pairs. And last one is analyze and correction, which is comparing the student's own text with the original text. Furthermore, collaborating with parents can greatly enhance a child's learning experience. Strategies include establishing clear communication channels, sending regular updates on the child's progress, encouraging parental engagement through open house and special events. I even designed a vision board for my future classroom. I envisioned a welcoming space filled with nature light to enhance focus and mood, complemented by light-colored walls, greenery to create a calm atmosphere. Rules and motivational words will serve as constant reminders reinforcing positive learning habits. Now, let's look into my strengths and areas to improvement by making SWOT analysis. Which includes strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and strengths. I think one of my strengths is creativity, because I constantly strive to use my imagination, creative lessons, and activities. And the second one is taking notes, which is really important in academic life, social life, or even in general life. And also, as everyone, I have my weaknesses, which include handwriting. As future teacher, it's really important to have clear handwriting. I'm trying to make it more readable. And another one is time management. Still I face challenges with managing time, especially when I spend too much time in one task. And there's also areas for improvement, which include innovative projects, creativity and skills, with the knowledge that I have, that I will learn. I may start projects that will make it projects and start to manage the classroom in the best way. And then also, as it's learning, there's always threats, which include student engagement, course, I see the significant growth compared with my first course. However, there is still room for improvement, and what matters the most is the dedication to helping others to grow. As my father once told me, helping others to grow is as important as growing yourself. And teaching is an evolving process, and I'm looking forward to developing further as an educator. Thank you very much for watching my introduction video, and let's keep learning and learning together. Goodbye!